सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विद्यारूपा विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तु ते विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तु ते। Okay, so last time I think we completed till the letter the from the varg. So we will start from the next letter. Give me a minute.
Good morning, everyone. By the time Veronica ma'am, starts her session, I would request everyone here to just message like the children who are studying up to standard 4. So standard first, second, third, and fourth, all the children who are in these grades, in these classes, can you just drop me a message with your name in the chat box, like your name and your grade. All students up to class 4, if you could just send us a message.
Yes, thank you, Nidhi. So let us begin with the revision. We will start from letter dh today. Dh. We will quickly do this revision so that we can move on to the new letters.
Veronica ji?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just one more request. If these children can also drop in a message while they are writing their class, if they are part of which group are they part of? Like WhatsApp group first, second, third, fourth. If they could drop, write that as well, because I need to keep, some data with me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So dh, we draw the Shirorekha first and then we make the curve and then we take it up like this and we keep this loop very big, bigger as in like how you draw other letters of the same size. I'll draw the 3-line in a 3-line notebook. How are you going to draw it? So it should cover the entire all the 3 or 4 lines. It should not be smaller as compared to other letters. It should be of the same size. It should cover the entire 4 lines or 3 lines. This is the. Now next one, no, from the same varg. The only difference between the Devanagari na and the Sharada na is this loop here, this round. Keep the Shirorekha little longer. It should be exactly in the center. And from here, you draw this and it should be smaller. This middle line should be smaller than the Shirorekha. It should not it should not go out from this point. So keep it shorter. Now we see the next verb per. Again, there was a lot of confusion with the curve that is in the beginning of this letter. So we will see that again. Small curve. Then we draw it like this. and it doesn't have any Shirorekha. So to get this curve right, so what we had learned last time, you will draw per, simple per how you draw for Devanagari. And in the beginning here, where you have left the space open, we'll just draw a curve here. Okay. This is another way of drawing this letter. Then per, draw the Shirorekha first. From the left of this Shirorekha, we will draw this curve, round it, take this curve down and join it here in the middle. Okay, this is per. Then next to it we have is ber. From the middle, one vertical stroke. Then we draw this loop here. And this loop has to be big. This loop won't be small like how we have in R or E, how we draw a very small triangular loop at the end. But this one is going to be big. It will cover the half of the line. Okay, so this loop, keep it bigger. Then bh. Okay, I'm going to keep this screen like this so that you can see all the letters that I'm drawing. Okay. From the middle of the line, draw this. This is bh. Then m. This line would be curved, then a round here, then a straight line here, and no Shirorekha here. Then we see year. Draw the Shirorekha. From the left, this slant line here. Then from here, this round, it will go up and like this. Year, then R, triangle at the end, R. I'll draw it again. This is R. Then L. Here we'll keep this loop longer in Devanagari. And Sharda, you have to remember to keep this loop very shorter, this curve here, very short, like this. You can give a little curl to it, but keep it shorter. L. Now I'm going to move to this side of the page. Then we'll see V. Straight line, same as we have for Devanagari. But here we are not going to make a round. We're going to make a curve like this and keep these 2 points, some space between these 2 points, point 1 and point 2, this. So they'll be little away from each other. And then you'll draw a curve here. This is V. Then Sh from the next verb now. Straight line. This is a triangle here in the left hand side. Straight line again, and here also. So this here it is going to be a triangle and not a round in Sh. Then we have Sh. Here also we'll have the same curve like how we have in Sh, Per. Or you can just simply draw it like this. No need to draw the curve in the beginning. This is Sh. This line in the middle, it's a horizontal line, straight line, no shirorekha. Sh. Then we have S. For S, we have a very small indicative line here. Then a straight line, then a triangle here at the left side. Straight line. All the corners here are very sharp. This is a very sharp angle here. Then we have a triangle here, and then a very small shirorekha at the end of this letter. You will not cover the entire letter. There should be enough space between this point and this point. So this is Sir. And we have last one Her. And from the left of the shirorekha, we will draw this slant and one more line like this. Then from here, how we learned last time, like this round here at the end, this loop. This is like how you draw number 5. So similar way, you will draw this curve here, but you will stop it here. You will not extend it further. So this is Her. So with this, we completed the all the Varnamala. We have done the revision of this. Now we will move to the Sanyukta Akshar, that we also know as conjuncts. With that, we will complete the entire the Varnamala and the conjuncts as well, so that we can move on to learning the word building, how to write small words two letter words and three letter words. So now from this week onwards, it is very important for you all to practice it every day, because very soon we will let you know in our next class. Very soon we are going to have a final assessment. So you all need to practice the Varnamala again, and the Swar Vyanjan both, that we can learn the word, how to make words in our next class. Okay, so if this is done, then I will move to the Sanyukta Akshar. Let us know if you have any questions so that we can move on.
There are no questions in the chat space as of now. So I would request children to either show a thumbs up, then we'll go ahead, or in case anyone has any doubt in any letter, they can drop a message in the chat box. Veronica ji, I think we can move ahead.
Okay.
We'll be getting a lot of thumbs up, so, and there is no question in the chat box either.
Okay, so I'm going to erase this. So now today we are going to learn the Sanyukta Akshar. You all must be aware of these three Sanyukta Akshar in our Varnamala. That is, going to write it here. So the first one is Ksha. This is Ksha. This is how we write it in Devanagari. Okay. So for Sharda, you will draw this Shirorekha first. Then a straight line here. Keep this line a little longer, because this letter we're going to draw something else in the here. So keep this line longer. You should have enough space to draw this letter. Then from the middle of this line, from the middle of the Shirorekha here, we will draw a line like this. Then like this, and we will stop it here. Okay, we will not stretch it further. We will not get it all the way along here. We will just stop it here. Keep it a little shorter. Now from this end, again from this left side, we will draw that the sh from the last varg of Varnamala, that sh we will draw here. And this is sh. This is the combination of two letters. That's why we call it a Sanyukta Akshar, K and sh. I'm going to draw it one more time. It's okay if you're not getting it. That's all right. We will try and show it again if you are finding it a little complicated. We will show it till you get it right. This line has to be longer. From here, you will draw this sh. and this becomes sh. Make sure that you have line this vertical line that I'm drawing in the middle, this one should be longer, otherwise you won't have space to draw both this and this. Okay, so make sure you keep this line a little longer. I'm going to show it with a normal pen also. So here I draw this line on the top. From the middle I take this vertical line, I keep it a little longer here. Okay, then from the center here we draw this, and this line we will not stretch it further, we will keep it shorter. Then from here again we will draw this here and a horizontal line in between. Okay, so this is sure. Now I'll just draw lines on it so that you know how you're going to place it in your notebooks. So this upper part, this, sorry, anyone was saying anything?
Yeah, Chiranjeevi wants to, he couldn't join the meeting and he wants us to show all the letters again. He can do it later. We can do the revision
Yes.
again, but it's continue.
Yes, so excuse me. I was saying like this part, the upper part here, this should be in the first two lines, you should cover this one. Then from the third line, you will draw this another letter here, sure, and end it at on the fourth line here. You don't extend the line beyond the fourth line. Try to fit it in the fourth line itself. So this is sure. If you have any confusion with this letter, we will show it again. And if you want me to wait, I can wait for some time. Okay, I think I'll move to the next letter. If we have any question, you have any questions, we can take them at the end. So the next Sanyukt Akshar is Tra. This is letter T in Devanagari. So here T, we will draw the Shirorekha first. Then we will draw the letter T. We all know how we did that in our last class. T. We'll keep this short, these both the loops of the same size. We will not extend this line further here. And from this end point here, where you stopped, from the same point, you will extend one line here like this. Okay, so this becomes Tra. So Tra is a combination of Ta and Ra. So this is how we represent this in Sharda. I'm going to draw it one more time. The. Once you have written the, you will extend this line here and this becomes tra. Okay, make sure that when you draw this line at the bottom, it should be a little longer. Don't keep it short. Don't make it like this. Don't keep it short like this. Okay, make sure that you have enough line behind. Keep it longer. This is tra. With a normal brush, if I draw it, this is tra. You can keep the Shirorekha a little shorter. I've drawn it a little longer here. Try to keep this Shirorekha a little shorter. How we do for the, we usually keep a very short Shirorekha on the. So do it similar way. You can keep here also. Keep it a little short. Once you have copied these both, then we will move to the next one. Any questions, that let us know in the chat box. Okay, I'm moving to the last one. That is gear. This is gear in Devanagari. Now here in Sharda, this gear is a combination of J and R, unlike Devanagari. Here you will draw the letter J first. Okay, now here you'll just leave it here and then draw these parallel lines how we do for letter J. And here from the bottom where we curl the J, after curling it here, we're going to draw this N. Okay, so if you remember, this is how we draw N in Sharda, correct? So this is the same N that we have joined here. So after this extension of this line, this J, this is the same N that we have joined here. This curve at the beginning of N that we draw, that won't be drawn here. We will just attach these two loops, 1, 2. These two loops would be joined here, 1, 2. Without this curve, we will not keep this curve here. This curve will be removed, okay? This curve we will not draw, just the two loops with J. So I will draw it one more time. First, you will simply draw J, that we all know. Okay. There is no doubt with this letter. We all know how to write J. That you can write. And after you have completed this J, from this line where you give a little curl here, give a little turn to the line, this slant line. From there itself, you will round it. Okay. Make a round. 1, 2. Okay. Now, try to keep this in a straight line. This. Okay. If you extend this line a little longer, if you keep this line a little longer, you will get this in a straight line. What I'm saying is, if you keep this line shorter, you might not get the N in a straight line. See, if you keep it very short, you won't have space to draw it. Then automatically this is going to be little. This is what I mean, that you should not do like this. Okay, so this would be wrong. If you don't have enough space to draw this letter N at the end, then you will end up writing it in a slant way. You know, it will be little slanted at the bottom. So avoid doing this, okay? Keep the line longer so that you have enough space. So I'm going to draw it again and show how you are supposed to draw it. After this loop, make it longer, long enough. Should have enough space at the end to draw these two loops. Then you have these two here. This is J, J and A. I will draw it with a normal brush also. Calligraphy, you might get a little confused, so I will draw it with a normal brush. First, we will draw J. You keep it here, and you draw the two lines. And from here, we will draw this down. Okay. If you are comfortable in drawing the entire letter together in one go, you can do that. But if not, you can draw the letter J first and then join this R to it. Otherwise, usually this is how we draw the letter. You will see in our videos also. We join this R first at the end and then draw this. Okay, but if you're not yet comfortable with that, you can draw the letter J first and then join it to the end. Any questions with these letters, with these Sanyukt Akshar, please let us know. If you're finding anything difficult or you're not understanding how to draw any particular letter. So here again, I'll just draw the lines on it. The 4 line. Make sure that this is all coming in 4 lines. It is not extending this. This is not going slant. It is all, this R at the end is in a straight line. It's not going slant. It's not at any angle. Straight line. Then for this also I will draw lines on it. So here for that I mean this I told you if this line is extending a little bit, you have to keep this line a little longer. So if it's coming out from the line, that's all right, but not too much. It's very little. If it comes, that's okay. Because you have to keep this line a little longer. So if it is coming out from the last line, a little bit of it, that's all right, but make sure that it's not too long also. Any questions so far? Any doubts?
Uh, no, there are no doubts as such here.
Okay.
Somebody asked for show again, and I think another kid is asking to show again.
Show again any particular letter?
These 3 letters they mean, in my understanding.
Okay. All the three I should write again? Should I do that?
Some are saying no, specifying. Can you all please specify which letter you want the revision again? Then ma'am can show.
So what I'll do is I will just draw all the three one more time. So the first one I'll draw here, sure. I'm drawing it with a non-calligraphy pen. So this one is a combination of k and sh. That's how we pronounce it also. Sh, k and sh. Both the sounds come together. Then we have tr, combination of t and r. We'll draw this t first. And at the end here, this line, little longer. Then the last one from this is gear. In Sharda, gear is the combination of j and r. In Devanagari, it's a combination of j and nya. So don't get confused with that. In Sharda, this is how we write it. And in Sharda, it's a combination of these two letters. This is gear. Okay. So with this, we have covered all the letters. The Varnamala is complete with this, along with the Sanyukta Akshar. Now, if Nidhi we have any assignments, then you can show them, or any announcements that you want to make regarding the assignments, or anything else you want to let them know, please.
Yeah, there are a few assignments that we have received. So I would go through those, and it's not particular for that person who has sent that assignment, but it could help all students to recheck through their previous work also, because these assignments, although we have received late, but are also from the work that's been done till now. So I'll just share that. And yes, maybe one couple of announcements also that I have to make. I'll do them. I'll do that after I share the assignments.
Okay, let me give you the rights and you can show.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Just 1 minute. I'll just arrange my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So as I said that we've received these assignments late, but I'm still picking them up for today because we will complete we have completed all the letters, including the Sanyukt Akshar as well. So just go through your previous notes. It's not a correction only for the person, or who has whose assignment I'm discussing. So I would just show the correction. Just make sure that everyone is paying attention to this. So here, this is Kashika's assignment though. So here, see the first part of O, if you see, it is this portion. If you see, the top portion has a corner, and then you have the long curve. So make sure that this is corrected. This is the correction for this page. So the upper portion, so this one, this is the one I'm talking about. It is not a curve, but it has a particular point here. So this is a pointed part. So this and this, if you see, so this has a pointed formation. So this is for O, and again O also, the curve that has to come here. The tail that you put doesn't start from the middle. It doesn't start here. It starts slightly away from the the middle portion or the connecting portion. So this tail has to come a little down, not here, but it has to come down slightly, and it has to be made on the belly part or the roundish part of the bottom curve. So this is for U, the dirgha U, as you say. This is correct. You've tried to make for per, per, these are nicely drawn. Per, also the curve, try and make the curve a little lesser, I would say. So just a little bit. You're trying it very nicely. The work is neat. So I'm not, really worried about the per part here. The work that you've done is nice. This is Hasini's work. I've sent the correction here. If you see her, I have made the correction with the red arrows. The first part, as Veronica ma'am has also showed today also. Just make sure that you don't make this mistake of making the initial part curved, but otherwise nicely drawn. Also appreciating the fact that column is being used, or the calligraphic pen is being used. So nice job there, Hasini. Keep practicing it with a column or a calligraphy pen that you're using. Were here, I think I had sent the correction. Were, as ma'am has shown, the curve in were. So that's for this particular work. Just make sure that, it's not really roundish. It's slightly open at this end and not exactly a pointed part, but a curved part here, if I'm, able to show you this part. Just make sure that you follow the correct shape, but otherwise, yes, the attempt is nice. This is nice. This is Purnima's assignment. Okay. Now, so here particularly these assignments, I would say that keep practicing it like this. Or there's one more assignment I would like to pick here. See, like this. So this is Sanjana's assignment. And I liked the way the Hindi letters or the Devanagari letters, as well as Sharada letters are being drawn in one box. If you see, she's very nicely drawn one box. She's written the Devanagari letter and then the Sharada letter. So I would request you to make a note in your notebook on the last page or the front page. Make a note like this so that it is easier for everyone to, for you to come back and revise your letters in case you're forgetting anything. This is this is the reason that I picked this assignment to show. I would request everyone to, make a note, since we finished the letters on 2 or 3 pages, make boxes like this and write all the corresponding letters. Very nicely done, Sanjana. Okay. This again had come a bit late, but I wanted to pick a few letters here. This is Vanshika's assignment. Is Vanshika there, Nirupama ji?
Vanchika is, thinks, I don't think so. Vanchika is not there.
Not there. Okay. I would send a correct.
Yes, she's there.
She's
Yes,
there.
yes.
Okay. So very neat hand, I would say. You're writing letters very neatly. I would just want to, show everyone letter E, the Lagu E. So I would just want everyone to just keep a note. See, you have to draw this letter very, very slowly, and the shape comes out nice only if you make it very slow. So if you just 1 minute. So see, if the first letter, the first curve that you have to draw is the upper curve, just make it, make it like an inverted S like this. And here you've, the two curves are connecting. That you don't have to do that. You have to make the bottom curve separately. It doesn't have to connect to the, upper curve. Just make it slow like this, one on top of each other. So this is your Lagu A. Okay, there was a message that my voice is breaking. Nirupama ji or Veronica ji, am I clear? Is my voice audible or?
Yeah, you're absolutely audible. In between, just little break, but I think we can understand you very well.
Okay. So, okay. So this E, I would request everyone to, try drawing it very, very slow. And also maybe, I have the time that I was learning, what I did was also I tried I tried the other way. So I tried making the bottom curve first so that I know how big I have to. So in case, the tail is extended a little more. So it's just, sometimes to practice, and then you can draw the upper curve like this. So sometimes, I tried practicing my letters like this also. So you can also try doing that, but make sure that both curves are aligned like this, one on top of each other and not touching each other also. So try and make the curves aligned like this. And okay, so here O is written correctly, but I'm not sure why you've drawn this bottom line for O. One minute. In this, if I'm able to mark, see, you've written O here. I don't know why this line and dot. Maybe Veronica ma'am might have been, might have tried explaining some curve. You don't have to draw that line here. So these are some mistakes that, sometimes you might have picked uh, from the board while Veronica ma'am is teaching the letters. So otherwise, see, the shape of the V is very beautiful in this. Vanshika, very good work, very neat work. Okay, so this Sanjana's work I showed. Dhanya, again, see, all the letters are, she's practiced all the letters. Her is probably, while practicing, it's come a little bigger, but otherwise the shape is nice. Third is to be corrected. Veronica ma'am, you had shown third today itself, no? I'm not repeating that.
Third we did last time during the revision.
Okay. So third here is, needs a little correction. I'll try and draw it once, but I believe Dhanya is not there. Is Dhanya there for in the meeting?
Anya is not there.
So I'll send her correction. So just make sure that everyone makes a note that here th is to be corrected. Like it's just the way you draw your letter, sure, just but sorry, my mouse is acting a little. I'll just try and draw it, but there seems to be some problem with the mouse. I'm not able to draw. I'll send this correction a little later. Adwait's homework, as usual, very nice, neatly written. And keep practicing your letters like this. All the letters, write Hindi, Devanagari corresponding letters, and practice your work like this. So this is all from my side today. Veronica ma'am, could you just draw third? My mouse seems to have an issue here.
Third, you said?
Yeah, just once, yeah, for everyone's clarification. I'll just give you 1 minute. Can you take the rights here, the share rights?
Yeah, let me check. No, I can't. Can't share.
Okay, just 1 minute. I'll try and give you. Yeah, I've given you the rights. You are the presenter now. If you could just draw third once again.
Yes, let me do it now. Okay, so third. This is third in Devanagari. So for this, we draw the Shirorekha first. And then we draw the letter. It looks like per. Then here in the middle, we draw this horizontal line. This is third. Bend little up. To do it again. Yeah, it should be this line, this middle line in the parallel line. It should be exactly in the center and not up or down, exactly in the center of the letter. So this is third. Is that okay, Nidhi ma'am?
Yes, I was not able to draw those straight lines. I don't know, the mouse got stuck or something. Okay, so thank you so much for that. I have one more announcement for all the parents who are there with the children, that we also have a a book which is the primary book or the primary Akshar Gyan, which gives the formation of letters. So in case you want to, it is available via email, or, you can mail us or fill a form. It is available for orders. So in case anyone wants, you can drop a message to us, WhatsApp or email. And we'll be glad to share those books with you. It is the first primer, as we call the primer of Akshar Gyan. So, Sharda Akshar Gyan. So, let us know in case anybody is interested in those, ordering those books with us. So that was all that was a final announcement from my side. And over to you, Veronica ji.
Yes.
I want
So,
to say something.
sorry?
I want to say something, Veronica ji. There are
Yes,
two
please,
raised
please.
hands, Atharva and Ritvik. Maybe they want to ask something. Ritvik and Atharva, they have raised. Kindly put your question in the chat box. What is your question? Okay, Veronica ji, you can go ahead because it's been raised since long.
Okay, so I think that's it. All the announcement, everything has been made. So we will end the session, and make sure that Nidhi ji has asked the parents to get in touch, or the students to get in touch with her, first standard students. So please do that, and please send us the assignments on the WhatsApp, as many as possible. So now we'll end the session with the Shanti mantra. Let me share the screen again. Nirupama ma'am, over to you.
Thank you,
Please
Veronica.
go.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Nidhi ji. Thank you, Veronica ji.
Thank you, everyone.
Let's see you all tomorrow. Thank you.